decadent peanut butter filling and swirled chocolate ganache topping, this peanut butter tart comes pretty close to dessert perfection. For the crust, 8 ounces of store-bought chocolate wafers. Break them up before you put them in the food processor, just a little bit. I didn't count the number of wafers. Small amount, just 1/4 cup of sugar. And a pinch of coarse salt. So grind these up a little bit. Process them until they're pulverized. And then add 6 tablespoons of butter melted and cooled. And that's the crust. Pretty easy. And we're using a 10-inch fluted tart pan with a removable bottom. It's nice to have the removable bottom because then you can lift your tart out for serving. Dump the whole thing right into the tart shell. And spread it evenly and make sure you get the crust up the sides of the pan. It's so dark and extremely tasty. So see what I'm doing? I'm using the bottom of my measuring cup and I'm pushing all the way around so that I get a nice edge all the way around. Now your oven should be preheated to 350 degrees. We're going to bake this crust empty. You can call that blind baking. There. Ready to put in the oven. Bake until the crust is fragrant, about 15 minutes, and then let it cool completely on a wire rack. Now we have 2 layers to make. We make the peanut butter layer, which is the filling, and then the topping is a chocolate ganache. So I have 1½ cups of heavy cream heating and 10 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate. Add 1 tablespoon of butter to the chocolate. This helps keep the ganache a little bit softer. And here is the peanut butter filling started. We have 6 tablespoons of butter melting. Add to that 3/4 cup of your favorite peanut butter. So that melts together. 3 tablespoons of heavy cream. Very tasty. A pinch of salt. And 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. We just want everything to combine. Do not overheat. So we're going to pour the peanut butter over 1¼ cups of sifted confectioner's sugar. This will be a dense, peanutty filling. Stir that all together. Put a nice, smooth peanut butter filling. And now our cream has come to a boil. Pour that right over the little chocolate pieces. That's how you make a ganache. And let that just sit and melt. That will be our topping. So now the peanut butter filling goes right into the baked chocolate wafer crust. And just spread the peanut butter with an offset spatula. Gently place a piece of plastic wrap on the surface of the peanut butter filling and cool to room temperature. That's going to take about 30 minutes. Our ganache, it's happening. All the chocolate is melted. All of a sudden, all the cream is absorbed and you'll have a uniform dark chocolate topping. Just let this stay right here in the bowl, stirring it occasionally while the peanut butter filling in the tart cools. This cools, and this will start to thicken a little bit. So now our peanut butter filled chocolate cookie crust has set for 30 minutes, and the ganache gets poured right on top of the tart. Start in the center and let it spread out to create a spiral pattern on top of the tart. Find the center and do this all in one movement. It takes a steady hand and a practiced eye. Voila! It looks so perfect. Let it sit for at least another hour. Serve at room temperature with whipped cream, peanut brittle. With a combo like chocolate and peanut butter, you can't go wrong. Enjoy.